Wipeout course, a hallowed tradition, a storied shrine to competition, athleticism, and achievement. One of the most revered fields of combat in the history of sport, a domain to be both feared and respected.
Who's the loser now, big balls? Who's the loser now?
I think you just answered your own question.
20 ordinary Canadian men and women from Zigzag Island to Zippermouth Lake are about to go head-to-head on the most ridiculous obstacle course ever assembled.
Those crazy enough to accept the challenge must be prepared for the spills,
The thrills
and the fantastic fumbles.
The 4 contestants left standing will face off in the wipeout zone.
But only one will emerge victorious. Who will win?
Who will lose?
And who will? You want to take this one, big guy?
Sure do. Wipeout!
I'm too handsome to die.
Greetings and welcome to Wipeout Canada. I'm Jonathan Torrance, and with me is my co-host, Ennis Esmer.
Thanks, Jonathan. So what's it all about here on Wipeout Canada? Well, think of it as a big party. We've invited 20 guests. They've all RSVP'd yes, and it's BYOB. Bring your own booyah!
And the one party animal that outlasts them all will be rewarded with a $50,000 gift bag.
The first challenge for the group is the famously fearsome qualifier.
First, they'll try to avoid doing a face plant on the dirty balls. Then go pick a fight with the sucker punch. Touching that white glove will prevent them from having to go back for a second go-around should they fall.
Next up, getting bounced around by the big balls before finally hitting the wall on the wall swing.
The rules are simple. The top 6 men and the top 6 women move on to the next round, while the rest go home filled with disappointment and regret.
It's called the Walk of Shame. Handling things course-side as always is the beautiful and talented Jessica Phillips, who's down with our first contestant, Victoria's Eric Yu.
This is shout out to my wife, shout out to my daughter, 2-year-old girl, Mike, I love you. Woo! Hey!
Those are amazing kicks.
Sometimes I just want to talk Chinese.
What was that?
Hey, I'm going to do some Elvis.
Okay, a little less conversation, a little more action.
Love me tender, love me sweet and sour pork and beef and broccoli special combination number 2. Woo!
What did I just say, Eric?
Ladies and gentlemen, Chinese Elvis has left the building. And by building, I mean that flat part at the top of the ramp.
To my sweet and sour pork.
Ouch, he might need some spare ribs after he's done with this course.
I think he's had his fill already, but he'll probably feel like wiping out again in like a half an hour.
Let's see if Eric can avoid getting a hunka burning glove on the sucker punch. Oh, the gloves love Eric's face. Tender.
Yes, I'd like to have the combo number 1, the Eric Space Peking without the duck, and a huge red glove. Delivery, please. Wow, thank you. That really hit the spot.
Next up is a jumbo-sized order of sweet and sour big balls for Chinese Elvis. Wow, that's hardly a Graceland.
But I can't help falling in love with these replays. That right there is a bad impersonation of a good contestant.
Now finishing up at the wall swing.
Oh, hey, wait a second.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
Where did you even get that?
Came with my order. He who swings farthest falls best.
Wow.
I love it when the cookie doesn't lie.
Amazing. In with a time of 2 minutes, 36 seconds, and Chinese Elvis, Eric Yu, is all shook up.
I heard very good. Very good.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you very much.
Up next is one of those guys who's not wearing a shirt for some reason. This is Chris Schmidt-Watt from Saskatoon.
Oh, yeah! You know, these poor guys, they never seem to be able to find a shirt.
Awful. We should have a telethon or something. Raise some shirts. Hi, I'm Jonathan Torrance.
And I'm Ennis Esmer.
You know, today so many grown men with huge muscles all over the world need your help.
And through the Shirtless Gearbox Fund, you can reach out to men like Chris for no more than the exact cost of a t-shirt.
So please, donate generously if you can by calling this toll-free number now.
And help a muscular man find his way into a shirt and change his life forever.
Oh, and make sure it has sleeves, because
really, what's the point otherwise? Shirtless Schmidt at the sucker punch. Takes a little shot.
Oh, wow.
Wow, he dropped like a hot potato with no shirt on. Bit of a delayed reaction there.
Not surprising. He looks completely stunned after that shot. I mean, more than usual.
I'm coming for you, Jessica.
Yay, me.
Finishing off on the wall swing. Oh, he can't hang
The
on.
thicker they are, the harder they fall. Oh, let me guess, it's flex time.
Yeah.
The rules say we have to give equal time to eye candy and eye poison, so here's the cold shower in human form, Calgary's Kevin Taylor.
Okay, this guy knows that bathing suits come in grown-up sizes, right?
I don't think that qualifies as any kind of suit.
Except grounds for a lawsuit for permanent retinal damage.
Oh, it's even worse in the mud somehow. Can we not do that thing where we use every camera angle, please?
Honestly.
Oh.
Oh, I don't need to look at that.
And the viewers at home don't need to look at this.
Why should we suffer alone?
It's a tight run, but not in a good way. Let's see if he can turn it on for the wall swing.
I don't think this guy's ever turned anything on. And oh, into the water where that horrid thong belongs.
At least you didn't have a wardrobe malfunction.
Sure.
Ah, quick, someone get the jaws of life.
For what, that wedgie?
No, to reopen my eyes.
Feet are for losers. Woo-hoo.
Next up is hand walker Jessica Casey from Toronto.
That's actually pretty cool.
You think that's impressive? Check this out.
You're very good at that. Can you do that out on the course?
Looks like she's decided to give her hands a rest out there instead.
Yikes, that plan backfired. Not much of a walker, but one heck of a sitter, it turns out. Time to see if the hand walker can better handle the big balls.
I wish I had a motivator right now. $50,000 isn't enough of a motivation.
How about not looking like a total wuss on national television?
That guy losing his fake mustache on the course is professional dancer Clayton Scott from Chilliwack, BC, who aspires to one day perform with Cirque du Soleil in Las Vegas.
How do you feel about Wipeout?
Let me show you.
That's his interpretive dance? He's seen this show before, right?
You know, I'm still not getting the mustache thing.
Well, let's see what kind of show he puts on at the big balls.
I'm too handsome to die.
The Ball Street Journal declares brilliant, masterful. Clayton is a falling star, which is normally not a good thing, but in this case it is.
The Globe and Bale raves. Rubber, water, a dude in leotards. Can you say heaven?
Who's waiting in the wings, Jessica?
Are you ticklish? Like if I do that?
Let's see if the dirty balls can tickle Brandon's funny bone or fracture her actual bone.
You know, for someone who laughs so much, she's actually kind of a stick in the mud.
Well, you know what's better than a contestant being a stick in the mud? 4 contestants being a stuck in the mud. This obstacle was no laughing matter today. Just ask dancing granny Brenda Levesque from Niagara Falls, Ontario.
More like Dirty Dancing Granny.
Sonic Woo Gwen Wright of Parksville, BC. And perpetual loser Mary Kevon-Sohn of Calgary.
And I've never won anything.
Well, Mary, this might be your only chance. Let's see who can make it out first.
These girls were not afraid to get down and dirty. I tell them to save their energy for the next obstacle, but I don't know if anyone will make it that far.
I hope there's an ointment, because they're pigs. No, I get it. Right? Mary's name will be mud like her body if she doesn't win here. She's the youngest of the bunch. Will she do it? And no.
Keep your teeth in. It's Dancing Granny Brenda who emerges from the muck in the best time.
Too bad. Thanks for coming out, Mary. Here you go. You'll recognize this.
And I've never won anything.
Way to keep the streak alive. Here's mud in your eye. Next up is Gordon Wolfe, the principal trombonist of the Toronto Symphony Orchestra. I just love classical music. Are they bleeding?
Yeah, a little bit.
Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. There's music to my ears.
And this is music to our ears.
Here's Gordon Wolf's Big Ball Concerto in the key of A flat.
This guy really seems pretty composed out there today. Oh, I take that back.
A trombone-headed move there, letting go of the rope and sliding down head first. Not exactly the crescendo we were looking for, Ennis. Where did you get that?
Oh, I took it from his luggage.
Go put it back.
What?
Go put it back.
All right.
Stay tuned. We've got Snoozy, Boozy, and Floozy, and much, much more after the break on Wipeout Canada.
Welcome back to Wipeout Canada. The qualifier continues now as we cut 20 contestants down to just 12.
And those who move on will make it one step closer to winning $50,000. You know, that's $500 a month for over 8 years.
Is that true? 55 by 10 is 5,000.
They get a check for $50,000, Ennis. There's no payment plan. I was just trying to be cute.
Okay, well, don't make me do math like that. You know how my brain thinks. I love math.
Now let's go down to someone who never has to try to be cute. Jessica Phillips. She's down with the smooth-talking Nathan Williams from Havelock, Ontario, who calls himself Canada's greatest pickup artist.
Just want to give a shout out to all my ladies. Yo, what's up, ladies? Mwah, mwah, mwah.
To all your ladies.
You gotta care about these girls, you know? You can't just be like, Jessica, honestly, you're so hot, like, I feel like I'm getting a tan just standing beside you. Life without you would be like a broken pencil. Kind of pointless, you know what I mean? Can I take your picture?
Sure.
I just want to show Santa what I want for Christmas. Is that cool? I'm just like coffee. I got a fine grind. Holla!
Hey, what's your best pickup line, JT?
Well, I have a beautiful wife and a lovely daughter, so.
That's good. That is good.
No.
I gotta try that. It's time for the pickup artist to meet something with even busier hands than he's got, the sucker punch wall.
Oh, takes a hard slap for advancing too quickly. You know, our wall does have standards.
Well, I never. How rude. Get your hands off me, mister. I'm a lady.
Those hands mean nothing to Nathan unless they're reaching into their purses for pepper spray. Now getting ready to put his moves on the big balls.
Man, this guy is relentless.
Yeah, just ask any girl at the Legion in Havelock. He charges the balls and...
What? Oh!
The pickup artist gets shot down, rejected by the big balls.
He almost got all the way across, but for once wasn't forward enough.
Really getting clingy at the end. And desperation is a real turnoff for the exit platform.
Now just the wall swing to go. Either land on that ledge or swim around to the stairs.
Can Nathan up his game?
No!
Oh,
Turns out the
dear.
pickup artist isn't much of a swinger after all. Well, from sleazy player to desperately single,
Fire mouse!
meet firefighter Shawnee Main from Fredericton, New Brunswick. You know, she's hoping to light the fire of romance while she's here.
Look at me, come on. What more could you ask for?
So then what's your ideal guy like?
Well, standing, upright. Bipedal would be good, because, you know, that means we're in the same species.
Well, Shawnee, we've created this little video to help you find your man.
Wipeout Connection. Firefighter Shawnee has a burning desire for a connection.
Yeah, all right. Is that good?
When it comes to dancing, she likes to take the lead.
Yeah. Shawnee enjoys walks on the beach, yoga, and rejuvenating mud baths.
Not chocolate.
She's looking for a man who's independent, knows what he wants, and is a little rough around the edges.
She's also a risk taker who knows when to take a leap of faith and won't let anything stop her pursuit of love. Want to ring her fire bell? Turn up the heat and call now.
Up next is demolition derbyist Luke Bowie from Pinoka, Alberta.
He had a rather peculiar way to prepare himself for our sucker punch wall.
I like to get slapped around sometimes, punched, kicked, you know, just get you revved up, right?
Well, I could help you get revved up for the qualifier if you'd like.
That would be great. Hey, whatever. Oh, harder than that. Harder. Oh, yeah, that's good. Okay, I think I'm good.
I really enjoyed this.
I think, okay. Now stop. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
good. Oh.
Now, we should warn contestants to be careful what they say to Jessica.
Or not. I mean, this is more fun. Let's see if that warm-up helped. Nope, it seems like it just softened him up a bit. The demolition derbyist tries to lock bumpers once more, but is a total write-off.
Actually, the sucker punch has been quite the bully for the cocky men of Wipeout today. Starting with Richmond, BC pizza delivery guy Mackenzie Buchanan. Unfortunately for him, the gloves were right in his delivery area.
Go!
He didn't qualify, and what's worse, he took so long we got the pizza for free. And narcoleptic Michael Lacey from Black Diamond, Alberta got a rude awakening.
What's a narcoleptic?
That is.
Oh, right. You know, I used to think I was a narcoleptic, but it turns out I just like naps.
Okay, now settle in while I tell you a story, okay?
Okay, cheers.
Once upon a time, there was a narcoleptic named Sleepy Michael.
Yeah.
He was always struggling to stay awake. Then he decided to cross the big balls and fell into a deep slumber. And even deeper water. The end.
Hey, what the hell? Oh, no. Jonathan!
Let's check out Shannon Fielding from Trenton, Ontario. You know, she has some odd training methods.
How have you been preparing yourself for the course?
Drinking a lot, still smoking a lot, you know.
Do you think that'll help you on the qualifier?
I'm really hoping it's going to.
Okay, kids, listen. Smoking is clearly bad for you.
Warning, smoking will make you look dumb.
And drinking is clearly bad for you, too.
One more mudslide for the road.
Warning, drinking will make you look dumb, too. Despite all that partying, our anti-role model finishes with a model time of 3 minutes, 48 seconds. Well, so much for our PSA.
Let's go, kids.
Hey, she's reformed.
It's happy hour.
Oh, never mind.
Qualifier, I'm gonna knit you a coffin!
Did she just threaten the qualifier with knitting something?
Yep. This is Joanne Matvichuk, who's a yarn bomber from a knitting circle in Lethbridge, Alberta. You know, she calls herself the Knitting Ninja.
Not to be confused with a regular ninja.
No confusing the issues here. Look at her lay herself out like a doily. Jessica spoke with Joanne earlier.
What is this?
Oh, I'm a yarn bomber. And the ultimate yarn bomb would be to make a cozy for one of the big balls. There we go.
Oh, I think it'll fit them perfectly. Now, how long did this take you to make?
It's taken me probably roughly 2 months to do this.
Knitting ninja rules!
Aw, she put the cozy on the fourth ball because it's lonely. People rarely get out that way to see it. Case in point.
Couldn't even make it past one ball, but let's not needle her too much.
A stitch in time won't save her this round, unfortunately. So after an exciting qualifier, 12 competitors will be moving on, including Sleepy Michael Lacey and circus boy Clayton Scott.
As well as single Shawnee Main and, surprisingly, perpetual loser Mary Kevonsone.
But not everything went according to plan on the qualifier, and that brings us to the Car Star Collision Center's Make It Unhappen move of the round. Getting ready for the course is never an easy thing.
You missed the spot there.
But it was a complete car wreck for demolition derbyist Luke Bowie,
I like to get slapped around sometimes.
who asked for Jessica to rev him up, only to have her knock him silly. Although this strategy didn't put a dent in his plans of moving on, it may have put several dents in his face.
I'm good, yeah. I'm good.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
good.
We'll have to wait and see if that affects him later in the competition. In the meantime, I'll bet he wishes he could make that unhappen.
Come on back after the break and get a load of the deadliest round in Wipeout history, the sweeper. It's killed 13 competitors.
That's not even remotely true. But will Sleepy Michael's dreams of winning go to sleep or stay awake?
Will circus boy Clayton get broken or get a big break?
And which one of these fools will manage to stay out of the lake?
That's all coming up here on Wipeout Canada.
Welcome back to Wipeout Canada.
After a positively bombastic qualifier, only 12 cunning Canadian competitors remain, including demolition derbyist Boom Boom Bowie, Tickle Me Brandon, pickup artist Nathan, and shirtless Schmidt.
Next up for our top 12 is the Motrin Sweeper Round. As always, they'll have to stay on their tiny platform while jumping over the sweeper arm. Sounds fun, right? We thought so too, but we were kind of aiming for scary or impossible. So we're bringing back an old friend, the Crusher.
Oh, here we go. The Crusher slowly closes throughout each round. Keep in mind, you can only go through and not under. Oh, and we'll also speed up the sweeper arm as we go, because they told us we could, so there.
Only the top 7 will advance in the competition, with the winner earning a pass directly into the wipeout zone, skipping the Spinister Dizzy Dummy.
Before we get started, I have the honor of introducing the inaugural performance of the Wipeout Canada Choral Ensemble.
I said put that back.
It's my first love.
And they're off, or on for now.
As the sweeper gets going, those first few competitors will have it easy. The arm always takes a while to get up to killing speed.
Oh, that's what you think. Perpetual loser Mary lives down to her name, tumbling from contention just seconds into the round. And we had such low hopes for her.
And I've never won anything.
Well, at least she's consistent.
Oh, lose and the world loses with you. Down goes Gordon and Gwen. Trombonist Gordon and Sonic Woo Gwen fall in perfect harmony. But all they get from the sweeper is a falling ovation. Now, back to the action.
Aw, as quick as that, single Shawnee gets dumped, which must be hard since she's so lonely and all.
That means only one more fall and the rest advance, and we've only just begun. Oh, no! Looks like Tickle Me Brandon won't be laughing all the way to the bank, and she slams into the podium on her way to getting eliminated.
She hit hard.
That horn sound means everyone will move on from this point. Now we just have to see who...
Oh, man!
Down goes anti-role model Shannon, taken by surprise there.
She was caught celebrating early, and like her precious cigarettes, got her ash flecked right off that pedestal.
Surprising how sneaky a 15-foot-long, bright red, swinging metal arm can be.
That leaves Sleepy Michael, Shirtless Schmidt, Boom Boom Bowie, Circus Boy Clayton, Hand Walker Jessica, and pickup artist Nathan.
7 remaining. Let's pick up the pace and let's clench that Crusher.
Looks like Clayton's throwing a hissy fit.
Going faster. Okay, I'm getting cocky. Let's raise this thing up.
Contestants are getting a little ahead of themselves out there. No one down there wants to be faced with the devilish Dizzy Dummy in the next round, especially since no one's hosed it down since last time. Holy hand grenade, what happened there?
The hand walker caught sitting on her hands there, forgetting an important rule of thumb on the sweeper. Jump.
The pickup artist almost joined her for a little pairs diving.
Maybe he was distracted by this. Meanwhile, Boom Boom Bowie made like a hummingbird, but couldn't quite take off. So the Crusher crunched the Crasher, and he'll join hand-walking Jessica in the Dizzy Dummy.
We're down to the final 4. Sleepy Michael Lacey, miraculously still awake, Shirtless Schmidt, Circus Boy Clayton, and pickup artist Nathan, who, narrowly survives another rejection there.
Sleepy Michael gets caught sleepwalking when he should have been, well, sleep jumping, I guess. So he's plunged into deep sweep.
By now, the arms picked up a lot of speed and the gap has narrowed on the Crusher. Pretty soon, Shirtless Schmidt won't be able to fit.
Kind of like the Topsy buys. Ooh, the sweeper almost got Nathan, but for once, he's playing hard to get.
Even Shirtless Schmidt's starting to struggle.
Oh, Nathan flirted with danger one time too many and gets slapped by every piece of equipment out there on the way down.
I guess his reputation preceded him, and now he'll be doing that walk of shame alone.
So we're down to 2, and it couldn't be a less likely pair. The big muscles of the shirtless hunk versus the spindly limbs of a circus boy.
I was hoping it would come down to this. A perfect matchup. Holy Schmidt. Now who's going straight through to the wipeout zone?
I could go all day, buddy. You're toast.
This is the only place a lanky nerd can trash a humongous jock.
Clayton employing the screaming gibberish tactic now. Oh, wow! Trying out a new act, Clayton goes tumbling through the air with the greatest of ease, performing one of the most elegant pirouettes I've ever seen.
Yeah, baby!
In what can only really be described as the complete opposite of a shocker, Shirtless Schmidt beats the circus boy.
Handsome is as handsome does. Chris, you're moving on to the wipeout zone. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Yeah, let's go!
And the 6 of you are moving on to the Dizzy Dummy.
And those 6 include Hand Walker Jessica, Sleepy Michael Lacey, and Boom Boom Bowie.
Will anti-role model Shannon's partying ways catch up with her on the Dizzy Dummy?
Will the 3rd round be a charm or bodily harm from pickup artist Nathan?
Will anyone step up to make the hunk go kerplunk in the Wipeout zone?
Find out after the break on Wipeout Canada.
Welcome back to Wipeout Canada, where 7 contestants remain in the hunt for the $50,000 grand prize and the title of Wipeout Canada Champion.
Before the break, we watched shirtless Schmidt outlast Circus Boy Clayton on the sweeper to earn a bye straight into the Wipeout zone.
So the remaining 6 contestants must now brave the Dizzy Dummy to see which 3 will join him in the final round.
Those still in the running are the aforementioned Circus Boy Clayton, Hand Walker Jessica, pickup artist Nathan, Sleepy Michael Lacey, anti-role model Shannon, and Boom Boom Bowie.
Now here's how this round works. Our contestants get strapped into the Dizzy Dummy and spun like a top before racing across an obstacle. Today, it's the crazy beams and the giant donuts, which they'll do twice.
The first to cross in each heat moves into the Wipeout zone for a shot at $50,000 of our very own money.
Say what?
Halfers Bud called it. Jess?
Make way for the Dizzy Dummies.
You can tell by the screams of terror that Circus Boy Clayton is having a wonderful time.
He must be a lot of fun at the midway. Sporting a little goatee there now, I noticed. Ah, never mind. I must have been seeing something.
All right, I can't take it anymore. Let's stop the Dizzy Dummy.
Okay.
And make it go the other way.
Okay.
Sweet, merciful crap.
Shh, Sleepy Michael. It'll all be over soon.
The horn is sounded and the contestants are unbounded.
Circus Boy Clayton seems totally unfazed by the Dizzy Dummy and bolts towards the course.
2 split leaps, a jeté, and he's across. Spectacular.
The other contestants don't know what happened. Easily the best performance I've ever seen on the Dizzy Dummy. Incredible.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
And maybe the worst performance I've ever seen in a celebration.
Clayton was perfectly on point. The grace of a gazelle from the waist down and the flailing of a man on fire from the waist up.
Clayton's dancing background came into play there. He's used to spinning, although that doesn't help explain that victory dance.
I was staring at Chris's bulging muscles, and all of a sudden I see you make it across. You didn't even let anybody try. Oh my God.
The gang still looking dazed and confused, but too bad, strap them in. They didn't get any time to reorient themselves before this second spin.
I am really dizzy already.
6 seconds.
Jess makes it official. Circus Boy Clayton scores the best time ever on the Dizzy Dummy Donuts. Mark that in the record book.
We don't have a record book.
The horn goes, and it's time to tackle the crazy beam.
We don't have a crazy beam. Ah, yes, we do.
Boom Boom Bowie lives up to his nickname, slamming into the first beam, and anti-role model Shannon Mr. Beam entirely, setting a very poor example, just like she meant to.
I love Mr. Beam. Pickup artist Nathan straddling that first beam.
Sleepy Michael lays out on the other. Don't get too comfy, Michael.
They both advance.
Ooh.
Hey, Nathan, if I told you you had a nice body, would you repeatedly smash it into the crazy beams?
Holy cow, these are slippery.
That's the idea, Jessica. Sleepy Michael is still up, physically and conscious-wise.
Meanwhile, Nathan's looking a little too clingy, and he's falling behind. Mike jumps, and he's on. Whoever said you snooze, you lose.
I'm pissed off.
Well, there is one cure for that, ladies. Do better.
One spot left. These dummies are about to get dizzier.
Starting counterclockwise now, just to mix it up. Hey, Handwalker, so far the guys are the only ones going big.
Oh, I hate that feeling.
Me too.
Wait, they don't like that feeling? Oh, gee whiz, JT, we should stop spinning them then, huh?
Yeah. Last chance to fill the remaining spot in the finals. The horn honks, and here we go.
The 2 girls leading the way, they're on the first donut, and Boom Boom Bowie smashes into their back bumpers. Look at the evil little smile on Nathan's face. I think he's up to something.
Oh, he decides to join the pileup and send Boom Boom right into the water. Or was he just trying to get closer to those girls?
Handwalker Jessica almost run over by Nathan, and then anti-role model Shannon wobbles by like it's happy hour. boy, we are really getting a full sampler platter of wipeouts here today.
Yeah, the Nathan belly flop, the hand walker knee, then face walker, the boom boom bum bumper, the smoking Shannon side slam. They've been hard at it for a while now. We're losing daylight. The contestants are exhausted. Did anyone know it was so hard to run across 3 donuts?
Well, it wasn't for Circus Boy, that's for sure.
Remember?
Nathan getting ready for another approach.
Whoa, Nathan takes 2 strides and lands as heavily as his terrible pickup lines.
Focus.
On the verge of taking the last spot in the finals.
Can he work his game and close here? He can! Smooth moves, big dog! He'll be moving on, unlike Shannon, who will disappear in a puff of smoke, and Jessica, who can't handstand it anymore and will hand walk off into the sunset.
How you feeling right now?
Wiped out.
Well, we've got our 4. We're moving on to the wipeout zone.
Way to work your magic, Nathan. Before we go to commercial, it's time to pick out the Motrin wickedest wipeout so far.
And there have been some real doozies out there today, but the top prize has to go to anti-role model Shannon. The party girl, who prides herself on keeping her pints down, got caught with her pants down, celebrating a little too hard, a little too early. Holy smokes!
Don't go anywhere. When we return, we'll see a rematch between Canada's latest muscular shirtless sensation and Canada's lankiest circus boy.
And a pickup artist hopes to rise and outshine a narcoleptic. It's anyone's game for the $50,000.
We'll be back with the always thrilling Wipeout Zone right here on Wipeout Canada.
Welcome back to Wipeout Canada. Jonathan, let's play a little word association here.
Oh, fun.
Final 4 contestants.
Wipeout Zone.
Winner gets the grand prize.
Wipeout Zone.
$50,000.
Wipeout Zone.
Now describe the course.
Pass.
No, the game is over. Now actually describe the course.
Pass. Can I phone a friend?
Okay, stop. I got it. All right. First, contestants will fire down the killer surf like they were shot out of a cannon, then sprint up the barrel run, leaping over a series of barrels being fired down at them, only to arrive for a certain soaking as they cross on the water wall.
Next, they'll make like a ball on a roulette wheel on the sponge towel spinner, regain their balance for a sprint across the roller, then bounce across the launch pads to the finishing platform to stop the clock. So, who's going to take home the grand prize? Will it be the shirtless, the sleepy, the slick, or our opening act, aspiring cirque star, circus boy, Clayton Scott? I think you missed a spot there, Clayton.
Not his best fake facial hair effort. Clayton has put on quite the little show so far, playing all the roles in the circus, from contortionist to acrobat to human cannonball and bearded lady.
And now he takes his proper place under the bright lights of the Wipeout Zone.
All right, kid, get out there. It's showtime.
And he's off like a fake mustache.
Woo! He enjoyed that.
Yeah, he really enjoyed that, Jess. You can tell by the girlish shriek and this face.
That's pure joy right there. But the show must go on. Now it's over to the barrel run.
Hey, break a leg, Clayton. Wait, don't break a leg. What do you say to contestants to wish them good luck?
I don't think Clayton needs it. Look at him fly over those barrels with the greatest of ease. And he's at the water wall in under 30 seconds. Clayton should really be a star on this obstacle.
Yeah, it's like he's doing the high wire act at the circus, but with a narrow ledge instead of a wire. And a wall you can hold on to for balance instead of a long stick. And there's no safety net, and instead there's lots of water. And he's got a helmet with a camera in it.
Do you try to confuse them, the viewers?
Yes, I most uncertainly don't.
Clayton slows down a bit on the wall, but manages to take that last step onto the platform where he'll face the sponge towel spinner.
Oh, he should be good at this. It's like a circus act to...
Oh no, Circus Boy slides off. He couldn't get a proper footing and was cast into the water below.
Well, I'll tell you something, he's not gonna get cast in after that performance. Cirque du Soleil!
But back to the water wall.
It's like an encore, except not good. And people are laughing instead of clapping.
Okay, I like that comparison.
He leaps safely on, really digging his calloused heels into that mat this time. And he's across, still not a bad pace.
Up and at the roller, he really doesn't hesitate at these obstacles, but maybe he should. Off he goes into the water for the second time.
That means another slow swim back to the start of the obstacle. The roller won't be spinning now, so if he doesn't make it across this time, he should officially stop telling people he's a professional dancer.
But he does make it. Just the launch pads to go, quickly downstage to the first and upstage to the second.
He takes the final leap and stops the clock at 3 minutes, 11 seconds. Take a bow, Clayton, or dive off. Up to you.
Tell us how you're feeling.
It's just this, like, half wanting to vomit, half crapping rainbows feeling.
Crapping rainbows feeling. Right, let's not follow up on what the heck he means by that and bring out our next contestant. From Havelock, Ontario, it's pickup artist Nathan Williams.
After turning heads for all the wrong reasons in the qualifier, and despite an ego-crushing rejection by the sweeper, he hung in there long enough to score a victory in the Dizzy Dummy and earned a well-deserved date with the Wipeout Zone.
Who's that special someone out there?
I am seeing a very lucky lady. Her name's Alicia.
Lucky lady? Clueless, maybe. This might help open her eyes.
You're so hot, like, I feel like I'm getting a tan just standing beside you.
Well, while Alicia writes her Dear John letter, we'll send Nathan into the Wipeout Zone.
You're welcome, Alicia. Now let's see if the smooth talker is a smooth walker on the barrel run. Not bad.
Hey, he's broken the ice out there now, and let's face it, that is the hardest part.
You got that right, brother. Nathan at the water wall. Nathan will have to try to get his own digits here, right into those handholds, which he's managing to do pretty well so far.
Making some good progress here on this obstacle. The water wall will surely regret it in the morning.
Now getting ready to put his time in on the sponge towel spinner, and he's on.
Is this guy ever off? Taking it slow now for once. He picked a good time not to rush into things. He leads. Oh, denied.
Apparently, the landing platform wasn't ready for that kind of commitment.
Well, it just got out of a relationship with Clayton. Give it time. One thing he'd better pick up now is the pace.
Back for a second attempt at the spinner. Hey, Nathan, you come here often?
Looks like he wants to get to know it before moving on. That's a first.
He walks across the spinner and is now walking on the spot. Let the obstacle do the work, Nathan. There you go.
Waiting for his window of opportunity.
Such a tease.
He leaps off, and this time he lands it.
Now for the roller, possibly the toughest egg to crack out there. He makes his move. Oh, turned away as fast as he came.
Shot down in a blaze of whatever the opposite of glory is.
Oh, he fell!
Clayton's really dumping rainbows right now.
Nathan's back at the roller to try it again. He's got to hurry, Ennis.
He scurries across. He's hesitating here. There's no time for that. He jumps down. Oh, he's down again. That should do it.
Looks like Nathan will strike out like he has with every single girl he's ever met.
The horn sounds, and Nathan then quits. It's kind of redundant. Take the message, buddy. The horn means it's over.
The Wipeout Zone got your number, Nathan, and it ain't calling you back. Playa got played. So the pickup artist couldn't seal the deal in the Wipeout Zone.
Which means Circus Boy is still in the lead with a humble narcoleptic and, well, a tall, ripped, shirtless man standing in his way.
Can he exact his revenge on shirtless Schmidt and put Sleepy Michael to bed for good? We've got the exciting conclusion when we come back on Wipeout Canada. Welcome back to Wipeout Canada. Before the break, we saw aspiring Cirque star Clayton Scott barely hold off pickup artist Nathan Williams to hold on to the lead with only 2 challengers remaining.
A guy with a sleeping disorder and a guy that gives other guys body image disorders. If that's not an underdog-overdog story, I don't know what is. So, who will win that coveted $50,000 top prize? Let's find out. Starting with the ultimate underdog, Albertan narcoleptic Sleepy Michael Lacey.
After early signs of fatigue looked to slow him down, Michael was lights out on the qualifier, and despite being put to bed early in the sweeper, he rebounded like he was high on caffeine in the Dizzy Dummy to earn a spot in the Wipeout Zone.
When do I get to blow the horn? This is my favorite part of the whole show.
And Sleepy Michael's off.
He should have no problem staying alert in the Wipeout Zone. You're gonna get cold water splashed in your face whether you like it or not, mister.
Going down. You sounded like you enjoyed it.
Yeah, at least I put on a little performance.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if Michael's up for the barrel run.
Halfway up the ramp before that first barrel, over the second. Oh, what a bad time to crash. What, you drift off there or something?
No, thankfully he didn't lose consciousness, just coordination. But gives himself a pick-me-up, and he's over the last barrel and onto the water wall in a little over 30 seconds.
Looks like he's struggling up there a little bit. He's gonna put our viewers to sleep if he doesn't pick up the pace.
He's not drowsy, he's just really, really slow.
Big difference.
There's no way you can blame it on the narcolepsy. Trust me, he's wide awake under that cold curtain of water. On the other hand, the sound of running water can lull just about anyone to sleep, so he'd still better be careful.
I know what'll keep him up.
Hit the snooze button, Ennis.
Hang on.
Thank you.
There we go.
Sleepy Michael has finally passed the wall and now faces the nightmarish sponge towel spinner. Turn it off.
I don't know how to work it's a new alarm.
Turn it off.
There we go.
You do not want to fall asleep at this wheel.
He's safely aboard and up to his feet.
Keeps his eyes wide open and on his target and leaps on easily. Michael's at the roller, takes a breath to collect himself.
His restless legs kick into gear, and he's across.
Oh, wow. A rare feat. Sleepy Michael looks unconscious, in a good way, going across the roller on his first attempt.
At the launch pads now with plenty of time to spare. Down to the first, immediately up to the second, wasting no time out there at all.
Wow, you wouldn't waste time either if you fell asleep without warning. He takes the final leap, stopping the clock in 1 minute, 31 seconds.
Man, oh man, that run was anything but a yawner as Sleepy Michael tucks himself into the lead. And that means it's good night for our little circus boy, Clayton.
One of the fastest times we've ever had in the Wipeout Zone. Somebody got up on the right side of the bed this morning.
That should prove to be a tall order for this very tall person, our final challenger, Chris Shirtless Schmidt-Watt of Saskatoon.
Oh, yeah!
Shirtless Schmidt has been a clear favorite all day today, despite wearing out his welcome on the big balls.
He stood tall over the sweeper and earned a bye straight to the Wipeout Zone. If anyone can challenge our sleepy leader, it's this seemingly unstoppable shirtless force.
And how do you feel about what Chris is going to do out there?
He's got pretty skinny calves. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Maybe they'll get tired fast.
Ha! Skinny calves. I totally noticed that. He's got to do more calf ups.
It's calf curls, bro. Trust me.
And the fully clothed, shirtless Schmidt is launched down the killer surf, landing buttocks first in that water.
There's no time to take a seat here, not after the time posted by Sleepy Michael.
Look at Chris fly up that barrel run. Seems like those little calves are working just fine. Right on pace. Let's see if he has it easier than Sleepy Michael on the water wall. Maybe the only place for him to make up time.
He's moving slowly but steadily across the ledge. A little quicker than Michael, but not by much. It's almost like he's trying to keep it close just for the drama.
Well, we already know he's the kind of guy who'd give you the shirt off his back, but now's not the time to be generous, Chris. Maybe a mirror at the end of the obstacle would speed him up.
Yeah, but then he just stand there flexing in front of it. And he finally reaches the end of the water wall.
Not exactly the swiftest out there, and he's not going that fast either.
But still a little ahead of Sleepy Michael's pace at this point.
And he's on.
He gets ready to make the leap. He jumps. Oh, he slid right off the platform.
He must have seen his own reflection in the water and gone in for a closer look or something.
And the buff guy buffs the mat with his body on the way past. He's so vain, he probably thinks this replay's about him.
So it's a long swim in the deep water for this very shallow man.
I think I might have just won 50,000 bucks.
Is Sleepy Michael really going to hold off the shirtless wonder?
I can't believe it.
Shirtless Schmidt could not flex his muscles when it mattered most. And there's the horn to make it official.
You're the winner of Wipeout Canada. You just won $50,000.
Unreal.
Yeah. $50,000.
Is that a dance, or is he trying to keep himself awake? Well, we awoke the giant within this sleeping beauty, and Michael Lacey has at least one of his sudden dreams come true, winning the $50,000 and the title of Wipeout Canada Champ.
Congratulations, Michael, you earned it. Now put that $50,000 under your pillow. Well, it's time for us to put this episode to bed here on Wipeout Canada. I'm Ennis Esmer.
And I'm Jonathan Torrance for Jessica Phillips. Good night, sleep tight, and don't let the wipeouts bite.